Hi guys, welcome back to ModCons. Oh my goodness, it has been such a summery summer.
It's been a while.
I know it has been a while, but we're back,
We're back,
so is
guys.
everyone else.
Yeah, literally. Phase two is really doing well.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, yeah, obviously we took a summer break because, we thought there'd be no action. It would be
No,
everyone on
chill.
their holidays, no drama at all.
Vacations galore.
However,
Yeah.
let's just go over a few of what's been going on during summer when everyone should have been on holiday enjoying themselves and
Yes.
not causing any mischief.
Well, some people were on holiday here
They were.
in the UK, living it up in the Cotswolds.
That's true.
Jodie Vance,
That's
Donald
true.
Trump in Scotland.
That's true.
They came over.
I love that. I love the fact that the Americans are repping the UK and enjoying our seasonal summer holiday
Indeed,
spaces.
indeed.
I mean, Trump was here because it's business.
Yeah.
But honestly, those golf courses look incredible.
They do look cool.
And Scotland have amazing beaches and amazing golf
Yeah.
courses. So,
Us Scottish girls.
yeah, we love it. We love it. So we appreciate that.
We do, we do. Although it was quite cringe. Like Keir Starmer basically cringed me out all summer because he was like super cringe in Scotland. Like, this is the UK. You should be kind of holding court. Trump was holding court and he was just sitting there completely gormless the whole time.
It's kind of embarrassing. Like it's just annoying. And he seems to do that with every world leader. He's definitely got this sort of imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I think
vibe.
that, yeah.
And he needs to hide it better.
Yeah.
Because he's not.
So embarrassing. Even when they went to Washington,
Yeah.
all the EU leaders to go and
Yes.
kiss the ring to try and get Trump to be nice about like Putin and Zelensky.
Yeah.
He didn't really say much. He had like his minute to shine and just kind of waffled on for a second and just stopped.
And even when he said yes, and the week after he's going to host all the European leaders.
Yeah.
Then it became a co-host with Macron.
Macron really does kind of push him around.
He does. Did you see he pushed who did he pushed someone out of the way to get next to Trump? Who was that? I can't remember. It's been a while, but yeah, he was doing his tactics.
He really is very bolshy.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know why, because it doesn't make the French like him anymore.
No,
so maybe he needs to focus on like domestic issues.
I mean, let's not talk about his domestic issues with the rumors going around about his wife and
the bitch slap. That was iconic. I can't believe that only happened this summer.
So good.
It was incredible.
And then also you got Candice Owens, who's like trying to say that she's a man. I
I'm
don't
really
know.
confused by that. It's quite believable, but also she seems like a lovely lady.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say.
I'm not sure. There's a lot going on. But anyway, that's just side note. But then, what else happened? Oh, yeah, we had Angela Rayner enjoying Hove.
On a vape.
In a vape
in a dinghy. Just doing what she likes.
Whilst house shopping.
Yeah.
Which also...
it's been a dingy summer, but Angela Rayner kind of topped it off.
She did. It was almost like she was sticking two fingers up at everyone, wasn't it? I felt it was it's kind of like, I don't care.
I really don't care.
Although she cares now.
Oh, she cares now.
She cares now. And the tears came out. What is it with these Labour ladies?
I know.
What's going on?
It was a weird interview, I have to say. Like, I didn't realize that Beth Rigby and her were like best buds because you have the scoop of the year, right? And you're just sitting there like, tell me about it, Angie. Yeah. What's happened, Angie?
So emotional.
Well, you really thought about packing it all in, didn't you, Angie? It was just so pathetic. Yeah. And Angela Rayner was sitting there. I literally had no notes. I was just like clapping her after. It was just a flawless performance.
It was.
When she was talking about how she got her legal matters wrong, she was like, I
Yes.
thought I did it all proper. I was like, you are so putting this on. This is just so fake.
I know. And it's painful because of her position in government.
Yeah.
She's the housing minister, no less. If she doesn't know what she's doing, if she doesn't, what has anyone else got?
Exactly.
Not a chance.
There's so many things in there. There's like stamp duty. There's inheritance tax. There's council tax payments.
Yes.
It's just like
she's a full whammy.
Like literally your whole brief is literally in this and you can't get it right.
I know. And then she's like, I spoke to lawyers. What about the tax man? What about your
there's a calculator actually on HMRC. It's really easy. You just pop in the amount, whether it's your first or second home. If your child is in trust and under 18, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that they're not an adult yet.
Exactly.
So it's just very weird. Like, obviously her story is very compelling. But it's not an excuse to still evade tax
Yeah.
when you've been so harsh on everyone else?
Also, I'm sort of, this is going to sound really heartless, but whatever. I'm sick of people kind of using their sob stories to kind of explain away all the things that are going wrong. Like everyone has issues, horrible things that I wouldn't like that to happen to anyone, or to, you know, I'm sure it's a really tough thing she's had to deal with, and her family, but keep it private. And okay, fair enough, say, hey, it was something to do with this, it went wrong, fine. Because you've been caught, you are now sort of giving the excuses. Fair enough, but don't dwell on it, and don't kind of try and sucker everyone into crying at your sob story. It really annoys me.
And the worst thing about today was that they all came out, all of the ministerial teams. So you had Rachel Reeves. I mean, if Rachel Reeves is defending you, you're screwed. I mean, if that's the best you got to pull out Rachel Reeves.
Well,
really? We had Rachel Reeves defending her.
Which is also weird, because when she was crying, where was Angela Rayner? I
didn't see Angie.
Angie was this way,
stony face.
Say you were Rachel. She was like, I am not looking.
I'm not looking
at
that girl.
Not till those tears have dried. Literally. Oh wow.
It's true.
So I don't know.
Yeah, so they had Rachel Reeves come out to say, oh, you know, she realized it was wrong. She had Bridget Phillipson come out.
But wait, can I just also, Rachel Reeves with the umming and the ahhing and the stuttering and the muttering. Come on now.
You're Chancellor of the Exchequer, woman. Get a grip.
Say less, actually.
Yeah, just say less. Just don't be here. Just say, quit.
I mean, she has been demoted, so I guess
yes, thank God. This coming. So we had Rachel Reeves, you had Bridget Phillipson, also very, very unlikable person. You had Peter Kyle, the guy that people were kind of saying was the seat she was trying to steal, which was quite a funny thing. But all of them used the excuse of class, and I just found that so pathetic.
It's actually insulting.
Oh, well, she's a middle class woman or a lower class, and people are only working class. People are only teasing her because she's working class. No, they're teasing her because she's wrong, and they're saying things because she's wrong, and they're calling her out because she's done something wrong.
And not only that, don't get me wrong, if you want to try and, you know, fudge the system and make it work to your advantage within the realms of the law, that's your prerogative. However, because of her previous really outspoken, holier than thou,
going for every single person.
If it was a Tory, they would have smashed it. In fact, there was a few that, you know, really got into hot water for a similar situation.
Nadeem Sahawi
ended up leaving the post. So therefore, you know, you better be ready to get that same flack.
If you can't take it, don't give it. Don't dish it, because things come back around.
Exactly. And for me, that is the pinnacle of the point.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do if it's legal.
Fine.
And then just shut your...
But shut up. Very simple.
It's so simple. But
and it's not about lower, middle, or working or upper to know that. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out.
Exactly. When she says, oh, one rule for them and one for us, you're preaching to yourself.
Exactly.
Like, but that's the thing. That's the thing. What I find very often, people say these things out, you know, the sound bites, and they are always a victim of their own criticism, which is so annoying.
It's true. Oof. I think when you go into politics, right, you've got to know and expect that people are going to dig into your life. That's just the way it is. So don't then, once you've dug into someone else's life, when they do it to you, be like, how could you do this? I'm working class. You're only doing this because I'm a woman from a working class background that's fought so hard to get where I am. No, it's because you've given it, and so people are giving it back to you. Exactly. It's very simple.
It's irrelevant. Your class and your sexuality, gender, that's the word. It really doesn't matter. So when they're saying that,
it's insulting to the country. It's very insulting, and also I don't know, I just find it very weird. I think it's something that Labour have been doing, and I said this in one of my interviews to someone, that they're constantly trying to push this agenda of class. Because that for them is like, oh, we believe in class and that's how we differentiate ourselves. No one was really talking about class until the last election, when Labour just kind of slipped it back into the narrative. Keir Starmer, working class guy, son of a toolmaker. Angela Rayner, working class girl. And also, I don't mind if you're whichever class, but then don't then, you know, cross to the other side and only kind of use your background when it suits you.
And don't pull up the ladder behind you when you're like, you know, doing your housing rules.
Exactly. I mean, she got her house on the right to buy and then reduced the right to buy. It's just things like that.
Yeah.
And they're going to look at getting rid of stamp duty, but instead putting an annual charge on anyone who has a home over £500,000.
That's everyone in London, pretty much.
Everyone in London, whether you've got like a studio or a 3-bed house, like you're screwed. You're screwed. So you're doing these things that are so malicious and vindictive, but then also trying to kind of protect yourself.
Yeah.
And then you try and cry wolf. It's so frustrating.
Yes. Yeah. If something good came out of this and she was like, right, I understand now because I've been in it, that this is not a great situation. Let me take away inheritance tax. Let me reduce stamp duty. Let me, you know, stop doing all these crazy taxes. Then I might be like, okay, come on, Angela. I might even...
That would be her only saving grace. But the problem is it's not up to her. It'll be up to Rachel Reeves, who's completely idiotic and has no money.
No money.
Like she's got no money to do anything.
And she still wants to tax people, the only people that you can actually get money from, like to oblivion.
Every last drop.
And anyone that has any money is not going to be here. So you're going to end up with just people living off the state and nothing else. And then what are you going to do?
Who's paying for this state that everyone's going to be living off?
Well, we're in debt.
Nobody's got it. It doesn't make sense. They don't understand how maths work.
No.
Or as James Cleverly famously once said, that's not how science works. It doesn't work. Anyway.
Angie
Rayner.
But when it first came out, they were like, she's got 3 homes. I'm like, she doesn't know.
Yeah, no, it was good though. It was a good story, but it didn't quite work.
Yeah, it was a good spin.
3 pads Rayner, they were calling it.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Yeah. And then I think that whole kind of that image of her in the dinghy with the vape, just it was literally like it was iconic to the whole country.
But it was great because the way that story just kept going was because she was silent and kept telling everyone there's nothing to see here, there's nothing to see here, which is what, you know, some of the Conservatives got wrong back in the day, and they used to point the finger at us for and say, if you just own up to it. And that's why Keir Starmer's made such a big deal of just kicking people out as soon as they've done anything wrong, so he can say, oh well, I kicked them out straight away. But with this one, they've just let it simmer and grow, and it's just created a monster of a story.
There's something so strange I find about Angela Rayner. She seems to, I mean, the day is young. Who knows what will happen by the end of the week? But she seems to get into a lot of hot water, even from COVID. You know, she wasn't there. She was there. She manages to miss. Or like, even though she is like right in the middle of a story, manages to just kind of water off a duck's back with her.
She's one of those characters. She's like Boris before COVID. Like Boris used to be able to get away with everything.
Like
he Teflon. He could just do no wrong. Eventually, the chickens do come home to roost, and you do get screwed over, which is what happened to Boris, and which is what probably is going to happen to her right now. But there is. When people like certain politicians, they will give them a lot more leeway than other politicians. So if that was like, I don't know, Rachel Reeves
done
like weeks ago, but because it's Angela Rayner and she's like, you know, the single mom, she raves and she vapes and
vapes, and also she was quite a strong pull with, you know, the union. So she's a valuable
union backing.
I mean, does she still? I don't know.
Well, I was actually listening to the radio earlier, and they said even if she is the deputy prime minister, she'll still be deputy leader of the Labour Party because of the way they vote. So that will be interesting to see if she then has her own wing, which is obviously why he's trying to protect her. So
he wants her in, not out. So. They're not natural bodies. They've been pushed together, and so they have to grow that camaraderie until he
called her the prime minister the other day.
I know.
It's so funny.
Well, like, that was awful.
So bad.
He's so bad.
So bad.
It's cringeworthy.
She's a great prime minister.
Yeah, I'm like,
doing. Come on.
I know. It's so funny. Honestly, he does it all the time. I always think of sausages as well. Right?
He releases sausages.
Honest to God. Well, anyway.
This guy. Also, okay, so today we also had more news. So the Epping. So in Epping, thing that started the Bell Hotel, the riot started because somebody in the hotel who was an illegal migrant assaulted someone, and he just got charged today.
Yes.
So they were justified protests. the ruling was justified. Unfortunately, it was a ruling in favour of the Conservative Council. Unfortunately, our own Home Secretary fought against the British people using
the public
taxpayer money and appealed and won. So,
and then the final bit of that case comes in October. But like, that is wild.
It's embarrassing.
When you know, when there's, I mean, I don't think there's a happy, straightforward answer whether they would have won or not. But that is optically just a terrible position to put yourself in. And really, it just shows that they have no other way of dealing with this matter. And that's really scary.
True.
Because, you know, it may be one man or it may be several. There's lots of people that have gone through court cases and been found guilty and convicted because they are you know, doing things they shouldn't be doing with young girls in this country, and you know, and just finding themselves in these really terrible situations for whatever reason. There's no excuse for it. Doesn't matter what part of the world you come from. But they try and say, oh, it's because they don't understand, whatever. Well, that makes it worse. Why are you allowing people into this country?
Then you don't just slap them all in a hotel and leave them to their own devices. You've got to integrate people. Obviously, we don't want to integrate like sexual predators. But if you integrate people in, you know, incremental stages and small amounts, then you reduce the chance of this happening. People understand the culture, our values, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. If you just put them all in one hotel and leave them alone
in the middle of like in the middle of
the town, like, go on, here's £20 pocket money, enjoy. Weird. Of course stuff's gonna go wrong.
It's very annoying. I mean, don't get me started, because I always think I literally, obviously we live in London, so the amount of homeless people we see, locals as well as, you know, people that come from other countries and end up homeless here as well, the amount I see every single day really bugs me. And the fact that we are not like looking after people that we already have, like, it really infuriates me, because this is just, most of them are economic migrants. I'm sure there are a few that are absolutely fleeing whatever, but they're all coming from France. So, you know,
safe country.
It's it is a safe country. And I'm fed up of this kind of left-right political kind of divisiveness. The fact of the matter is, we as a country are not doing what we need to do for the people we have.
You can't you can't show that it's acceptable to cheat the system, because people will continue to do it, which is what they're doing. You can't change the name and call them irregular. It doesn't matter. They're still doing the wrong thing. They're coming in, just sailing to the shores and walking up into the country. That's not acceptable. It doesn't matter where they come from or who they are. It's not acceptable. So let's just stop it. Stop trying to rebrand it. And actually deal with it.
Exactly. And on sort of immigration, we weren't really going to talk much about immigration.
I know, we got on.
We are.
No,
we're here.
It was an immigration summer.
It was. But like record levels of immigration. But anyway, irregular immigration. But I was watching the news, and they were speaking to an Indian guy who came on a university education visa. It ran out. He brought his family over. Obviously they've stopped that now, which is good. However, temporarily. And he has, for the last 3 years, been reappealing as often as he can to stay in the country, and it keeps getting rejected, yet he's still here. What on earth? Why? What is that? And he's living like in a real sort of dire straits, and he's got no money, and he's just like, what is happening?
That's crazy.
But mind you, he said he paid the people that helped him get here
like 10K or something.
20K. Sure. So you gave someone 20K. You could have lived a really, really comfortable life in another country
for like 2 years off that money.
At least. I mean, India, you could live quite well. I think
get a nice pad.
So I'm like,
so I don't get, like, obviously I understand why people want to move country, but India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Like,
they're making more money than we are.
More money than we are. They don't have the same debt levels, I'm sure. So like, there's surely more opportunity there. But I think people have it in their head that this is the land of, you know, free healthcare and free welfare, and you can just live the dream.
But then you get a few people who have, you know, thought that, come here and realize it's
sometimes they're like,
oh, please,
what is this?
Please let me go there. I mean, it's so crazy.
I've got my new phone, someone's stolen it already. Already been in London 2 days.
Horrible. Literally. But anyway, so that was a bit of an aside. But but
no, good work from the local Conservative council did such a good job to try and use the system, because so often, like, these hotels are imposed on towns and communities, and they thought, okay, we're going to not just protest, which people did, but the councillors didn't. They thought, okay, how can we actually beat this system? We'll use planning law. And it was just so clever and really well done. And I think they should just have let it be and just take the hit. And except you got it wrong. They just can't lose.
The problem with that is if they had have done that, they would have had a domino effect.
Good. That's what the country wants.
I know, but not good for
people. That's what we want.
They know that. That's why they wanted to block it.
If you didn't think that's what we wanted, you wouldn't be talking about smashing gangs and stopping boats. You know that's what we want. So just give us what we want.
I know. They just don't want to do that, though. They don't want to play.
It's not in their heart of hearts, really.
What is it? I feel like there must be an agenda that we, as the general public, are not aware of, because it makes no sense to anyone.
It's all international, like looking good to your international buddies. That's it. They just care about the rule of law until it comes down to their personal lives. And then they, put on the waterworks and expect you to forgive them.
I mean,
it's the rule of law. The Conservatives posted this really dodgy video, but that actually was quite funny on Twitter. It's like this African leader who's obviously like a really dodgy guy, and he's like, I hate corruption. I'm against corruption, but if I'm involved in the corruption, I will defend it.
That sounds like good dictator's speech to me. That sounds quite socialistic behavior. Talking of which, the little bromance between Putin.
That was the most freaky party.
Oh my god,
I don't want to go to that party.
Kim Jong-un, Xi Jinping.
It was like Xi Jinping, Putin, and Kim Jong-un just like strutting down the streets. I'm like, I don't want the invite. I don't want the invite.
It was almost like AI. It was like unreal, unbelievable.
Yes.
And then they were talking about like harvesting organs and stuff. I'm like, wow, you guys are actual villains. Like, I mean, not that we didn't know that, but then also
Trump got jealous.
Trump got jealous.
Why did I get an invite?
Start writing on the thing.
Read it.
But they had India there. They had lots of other countries as well.
In Modi, I mean, talking about riding two horses.
Yeah, straddling. He's like, I'm not picking sides. This is too complicated.
I like both sides.
Yeah, I'm the Switzerland.
Yeah.
But it's kind of freaking me out because if you look at, I'm jumping back and forth with subjects, but never mind, the Chagos Islands.
Yes.
Not only do we have the privilege of paying for something that we owned. We're paying for it. We are like giving it to other countries. And if anywhere like India or China somehow get involved, which they can, 3 months notice is all they have to say. They can come and be here, hang out here, and use this territory with 3 months notice. Then you effectively have just given it over to their allies, which is Russia.
We have a moron leading our country. He does that. We know this. And he's like, you haven't seen the documents. It's like, no, but we know. We know everything we need to know.
Exactly.
But you don't know what the international law courts might say in 20 years. Who cares?
He needs to stop. He's a liability.
At
what point do we say, listen,
it was nice.
You have messed up a country. Good enough.
You had your moment in the sun.
Yeah. You need to go. Get out of here.
But then there's no one. Well, actually, there are loads of people to replace him.
But there's loads.
Do we want more Labourite to replace him? That's the problem.
We don't want a few of them. Let me tell you. But I think. Do you know who's saddling up? Wes Streeting's like saddling up there.
Yeah.
And
Andy Burnham trying to get a seat.
Oh, that's why Angie's trying to stop any she's trying to stop as many as she can. So it's a smooth run for her. It's crazy to me. At what point can we say that you are actually really genuinely harming the...
I think there was a petition, but nobody paid any attention. It definitely got like over the amount. I think it got over 100,000. I think it got like 300,000.
But doesn't it have to go? Doesn't he have to say...
I think he has to say, nah.
Yeah.
I can say it. No.
Yeah, of course. He's going to look at it and be like, well, I'm not going to do that.
Scrap that one. Thanks. Farming. No, scrap that one too.
That's the best decision he ever made, by saying no to the petition against him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only because
he's an idiot, but he's not that much.
But surely we can go above him or somewhere
to the king.
Oh yeah, well,
I feel like the king kind of likes him.
He does.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. He's definitely not. He's definitely not the chip off the old block of the Queen, is he? He's
I do love Charlie though.
Yeah, but he's lacking.
But he was ill. Everyone forgets he was ill.
No, I don't mind that.
No.
I just mean with his like
political
ideology or whatever. I feel he's just.
Well, he's very green.
Green is okay,
and he's very. Oh, I'll show you guys something. A vision for Britain.
Oh, I love that.
Prince of Wales. It is actually phenomenal. He's really, really, really amazing.
Has he kept to his
It's all about building beautifully.
Well, that I agree with.
Honestly, it's just such a good book. It's like we should use local craftsmen.
I agree.
I love this. Everyone should read this book.
Can he make that law then or something? He's like, can he not like enforce it?
Sorry.
He's he is the king. He's got some kind of reign.
Some kind of reign.
Some kind of reign. I'm just having some tea. Look
at
this beautiful teacup.
Wow.
It's jammy.
Okay, so we talked about protest summer. Palestine Action also had a bit of a protest summer.
Yeah, they've been appropriated already.
Yeah. It's just very weird. Do you know what I find weird about Palestine Action reporting? It's on the BBC. They're like, oh, you arrested, it's a terrorist group, right? So it's like, you arrested 60-year-old ladies and 70-year-old men. It's like, it doesn't really matter how old they are. They're campaigning for a terrorist group.
Also, you don't think someone of a certain age could well
60-year-old librarian from the Cotswolds? Yeah, she's campaigning for a terrorist group and she's got to go.
They're usually the most violent of them all.
Just like, what is rage demographic got to do with anything? The terrorist lover.
I know.
Okay, so I've got some other Labour scandals which they think we've forgotten about. I just wanted to bring them up again.
Love it.
So Roshanara Ali, she was a homelessness minister who tried to make her tenants homeless. All for a buck. All for a buck.
Well, 700.
I don't know what
it was. Well, maybe just under a grand, or something.
She was like, "You've got to go," and then relisted it at like a higher rent. So that was actually in Angela Rayner's department. So maybe at that point, Angie must have thought, maybe I should get my
get my houses in order.
Then we have the Labour MSP, who only last week or the week before, Colin Smythe, who was arrested for putting cameras up in loos in the Scottish Parliament building.
What's wrong with this man? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? What kind of sick beep would you do? I need to expletives throughout this whole segment. Like, what on earth?
It's not acceptable.
I don't know.
We talked about it. It was in the news for like 5 minutes.
Seriously.
Cameras up.
Yeah.
In the toilets, in a public building, in a Parliament building.
You know, that always terrifies me.
It's so scary.
Yeah, when I go to public toilets, which I try not to do very often because they're not the nicest.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm always paranoid that there's eyes.
And Labour MSP Colin Smythe might be looking at you.
That's so disgusting.
That's grim.
Honestly, why would they not make that more newsworthy?
I know, right? If this was a Conservative MP, they would have been talking about it all
over the press. But honestly, what goes through these people's minds?
Sicko. Sicko.
And how does he get into such a position of power? Because he must have that is not something you just do now.
Yeah, no, you've been doing.
Yeah. What else has he been doing?
True.
What other toilets has he bugged?
Stay away from me, Colin Smythe.
Seriously.
So that's another Labour person. So that's 3.
That's disturbing.
Sure, there's another one, but I didn't write them down.
No.
So we've got Labour just doing their thing. The change we all voted for. Well, we didn't, obviously, but the change the country voted for. It's going really well.
Yeah, I mean, I knock on the doors and it's a dismal sight. People are very
people have been fuming all year, literally since July last year to now.
They are not happy. And whether they vote whatever persuasion they usually are, they are not happy. And I mean, you can't really say, what can you say?
No, you just agree. So they're terrible. They're awful.
I see it too.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. They're the worst.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy. I don't know. I can't.
Well, the Greens.
Oh yeah, they've got a new one, haven't they?
They elected their new leader.
Yeah.
Zack Polanski.
He's a weirdo.
He's a funny guy.
So he used to be an actor and he used to be a hypnotherapist.
Make your boobs bigger.
I reckon he must have hypnotized everyone in the room that voted for him. This is the only way.
Well, no, to be fair, his competition was pretty weak. Ellie Chan seems perfectly nice and harmless, but the other guy Still can't remember his name.
Yeah.
He was the co-leader before. I mean, you should already have some kind of incumbency. Like, nobody knew who he was.
Maybe they hypnotized him. He hypnotized them all to forget who he was.
Maybe, but he's not a very good media performer, the other guy.
No.
So when they had like LBC debates and things, it was really awkward. And also, there was this clip. Like, that was an Ian Dale show, and Ian Dale was like to the other guy, was it Adrian Ramsey? I really can't remember his name. That other guy. Do you like Zack Polanski? And he just wouldn't answer the question. And Zack Polanski's sitting there like, this is really awkward. And Ian Dale's like, you're not answering the question. Do you like him? 3 times he asked him. Eventually, he was like, yeah, sure. He's a good colleague.
Yeah, sure. That's a weak answer if ever I heard one. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Even that, just pretend.
Yeah,
the guy.
Yeah,
I love Zack. He's amazing.
It's cool, man. Not as good as me, but it's okay.
Right. But it does show the direction that the Green Party is going in. And I'm very glad. Yeah, but I'm glad they're really showing who they actually have always been. Well, in the last like 2 years.
Yeah.
They have been this kind of radical, socially radical in that way. They're just like very
some of the points. So I was
off kilter.
They were on like he was on BBC Politics Live, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he was just saying all this stuff that was just like, what are you saying?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's wild,
and none of it is helpful for anyone.
No, it's just more. It just creates more division.
Yeah, more division and more poverty.
Yeah, literally that part. He's like taking the book out of Mamdani from New York. It's just But although Mamdani is a very interesting like performer, like he's very good at social media, but
that's a problem as well. That's a problem because people can be sort of enticed by charisma. Even if it's like crazy, ridiculous.
There's no costing.
No ridiculous costing. Ideas.
But I think like they're just taking the playbook out of Jeremy Corbyn, right? That's it. There's just that kind of lefty, everything's free, someone else will pay, tax a billionaire, who cares? Like, it's just ridiculous way of living and thinking. But
it's so short-sighted, to be honest. And it's not, there's no actual thinking.
It doesn't work. I mean, you've seen it in Rachel Reeves' tax rises, what's happened. Things the tax receipts are lower, more people have left, it doesn't work.
And everything's stagnant, like property's stagnant, business is stagnant, more people are out of work, which totally is a direct effect of that, which is crazy. And also because she increased NI or whatever, anyway, increased everything.
We've got a new budget though.
We do in October the 20th
November
the 20th.
That down the road.
It's meant to be October. That's why I was like,
do that.
I'll
wait till recess for that one. Literally.
She's like, and then it'll be Christmas.
Then it'll be Christmas and I'm gone.
Oh my God,
that's gonna be interesting.
Crazy. But I mean, she has time enough to actually come up with some decent ideas.
She's got Torsten Bell, who's now her right hand.
Yes,
that's scary.
That is scary,
very scary.
And she's been demoted. She's got Darren, what's his face?
Darren Jones.
Darren Jones has
been snatched from her.
Yeah, he's like the eyes and ears of Keir.
Keir's taking him.
My goodness, that's like crazy though.
It's mine. But he might be trying to save Darren Jones, is what I'm thinking. He's probably thinking, okay, over there's a sinking ship.
Yeah.
I quite like Darren. He's got some good thoughts. If I take him out and just let that collapse, then maybe he can go in as the chancellor or someone higher up or whatever.
That's true. That is true. That makes it. But this is the thing. I feel like everything they do is chess, political chess.
Yeah.
Which. Okay, fine. You want to look after your allies.
Yeah.
But we have a country to run that you're running into the ground, that you're not doing very well. And your priority is, how can I save myself and the people I like? Stop.
Yeah.
Just get.
Well, that's why Angela Rayner's still saying.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
Great hair, though.
Yeah.
I love her fringe. It just suits her.
Do you know what's weird? Have you noticed that, like, apart from her, well, even her slightly, they all have the same haircut.
They're all very coiffed. Like, all fringe. Dead straight, different lengths, but like poker straight fringe.
What is it, like part of the Communist Party?
Commie.
Like helmet hat. Lego heads. I like the Lego heads because it's exactly what it reminds me of. I'm like, this is weird, but and I keep seeing like the new Labour people come up and they've got the same haircut. I'm like, where did that come from? Did you just swap hair?
Cookie cut.
Is it one wig that everyone just you're going on TV now? Okay. You're going on now. Okay.
It's true, because none of them starting off with that hair.
No.
They all had like centre partings and just like normal.
But it's the stress. They got to hide their eyebrows.
It's true, because you do age and when you're a minister, so maybe they're hiding the frown lines and the wrinkles.
And also, if you can't see your eyebrows, you can't see that you're lying, because when you lie, you might like raise your eyebrows. So they'll be like, I'm not lying. I mean, believe the eyes. Oh my God.
Iconic. I love it. Well, we pretty much finished.
I don't know.
I feel like, guys, we're back.
Yeah, we are back. We are back.
Woo, awesome. 2025. Let's see what's in store. We're going to go to conference.
We are. That's going to be fun.
We're going to have some fun.
We are. We're going to do some vox pops.
We're going to annoy people.
Try and find as many interesting people as we can.
Yeah.
And just harass them.
Harassment. Sounds like a thing about the
Stick a mic in their face and hope they say something nice.
Yeah, that's really good. Maybe we won't ask them about youth anymore. Maybe we'll ask them about, I don't know, the future.
Well, you can participate.
Yes, please do.
Send us a message if you want us to ask anyone at conference, particular questions or something that you're really interested in. Put it in the comments in YouTube or on our Instagram.
Yes, and we won't be afraid to ask.
No, we won't. We won't. We
love to ask Robert Jenrick something.
Oh, we love to
ask Kemi something.
We'll love to ask that. Do you reckon she's still going to be?
That's so shady.
No, I'm the thing is I'm still sticking with I want more from her.
Yes,
but she does hit the mark and she does say the right stuff, but for some reason I just don't think it's cutting through. And I don't know why, and I want it. I really want it to.
She wants it to.
I really do. But I don't know. It needs to be. I think
it's tough.
It is tough.
It's tough. I think it's a long game, but it's just, does everyone have the patience?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No one has the patience.
So I think it's also media hype. Like, the media are so up for Roger's butthole that it's painful. Sometimes I actually have to turn off the radio. I'm like, I can't listen to him anymore. Like, he has 4 MPs. You talk about him ad nauseum all day.
But that's
every podcast. What Farage doing? My phone. I just can't anymore. I need a break.
But that's because he lives rent free in
Starmer's brain. Him down my bloody neck and throat and brain. Just leave him. Get him just one day where they don't talk about Farage would be amazing.
But the point is, the more he says, the more Starmer reacts. This is the point. And so he's the pinnacle of what Starmer's thinking, which is crazy.
The journos are the ones that are going on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
I know. He was talking about free speech.
Yes, he did. He went to America.
Yeah.
The week Congress opened in America.
Yeah.
The week Parliament opened in the UK, he decided not to go to our Parliament. He decided to go to America and shit talk Britain, basically, and say that we were North Korea and free speech was over and please save us, Donald Trump.
I know.
It was so embarrassing.
It's a bit embarrassing.
Get a grip.
I mean, there's plenty to talk down of what's going on around at the moment, but really, is that the platform that you
don't
want to
go to your allies and neighbours and say my country's gone to the dogs? SOS.
But yeah, funny, talking of free speech though, what's his name? Father Ted Writer.
Oh yes,
Graham
Linehan, because he's Irish.
Linehan was arrested when he landed.
Outrageous.
Okay, because he's got some beef with a trans.
Don't come for the trans beefs; they will get you
done and dusted.
They're in cuffs.
But I think that's crazy though.
That's wild.
It is a bit crazy. But they have history. So there's a court case actually between what's the name, Sam something or other, I think. Anyway, the trans person who is sort of having this court case against him because whatever. This is why, because
okay, so there's
there's history. It's not just one.
Oh, okay, it's not just like 3 tweets or whatever.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's basically a whole spiel. However, this trans person has gone up to him numerous times to I reckon goad the situation, right? And then he whacked a phone out of her hand or something like that, threw the phone away, and so that she's asking for compensation for that. And it's crazy to me. But why are 5 armed police officers in an airport arresting a comedian.
Yeah.
Like, that is wild, considering we have so many people that are probably dodgy in the airport already.
We've got shops who've got giant posters of thieves that they can't seem to get the police to come and arrest.
Yeah.
But the comedian who tweets something, that 5 of them apparently needed to manhandle him.
Easy target. That's the problem.
I think it is.
It's the problem.
I think it is.
Although I did see that a police officer arrested one of those bike criminals that steal your phone.
Yeah. Bravo.
Probably got a smack on the wrist and is out there again. I don't know. But yeah, who knows?
Like, before we go, can I just say that Yvette Cooper, banging on about how many flags she has. That's the most dishonest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly, she makes me want to cringe.
What's the flags? I got that.
I know.
No, babe, really, you don't.
Do you know what I wanted to do? Is I wanted her to wear like Union Jack socks or something, just to kind of emphasize.
Been better.
It would have been better. It would have been. They should have all turned up with like ties and socks and pants.
Been cool. People would have liked that.
Yeah.
Instead of pretending you've got 10 different flags.
Who has 10 different flags? No one. No one. And if you do, it's probably made in China and it's plastic. So what are you doing?
It's strange.
But yeah, I don't know. It did go a bit flag crazy this summer though.
Yeah, I've got a flag now on my Twitter.
Yeah.
Representing the UK.
Love it. Love it.
Britannia.
I do think we need, to be proud of our flag.
100%.
And it kind of annoys me when they sort of say that it's, far right or like it has a bad reputation. How dare you?
Yeah, no, it's
how
crazy.
Absolutely dare you say that? We are Union Jack. It's a British flag.
Absolutely.
Like we are.
Everywhere else you go, they're so proud to fly their flag. So why on earth shouldn't we be proud to fly ours?
Exactly.
I resent that.
I do too. Well, we're gonna fly our own flag. Mod cons. Well, guys, we are back every Monday midday. Don't forget to tune into Mod Cons, and we will have lots more to share with you.
So much more.
So much. So we've got even more news.
Yeah, we were just about to go.
But we thought we'd just check what's going on in the world. And we've got a couple things.
So Nadine Dorries is just affected to reform.
That's another one. Bites the dust, and another one.
Which makes me really happy because I know that reform is basically a party of Conservative rejects.
It's
like all of the dodgy Tories that we don't want have gone. So we thank you for taking them and keep going.
Oh God. I mean, yeah, it's crazy though. It's crazy. Like, but they get a few of all sorts of random people, don't they? So
if they got, that's good. Okay, Lee Anderson's okay, but that was early doors.
He was
better before when he was a Conservative,
and he was also in Labour before as well. So he's
just effective. Full stop.
He likes to
keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving, fresh.
But from us,
I don't know.
There is nobody.
I think he's got some good people in the background, some money makers in the background. So that's we'll see. But anyway,
so that was great news.
Yeah, interesting.
Also, Angela Rayner's lawyers said that they did not give her legal advice. They didn't like the slander that she was putting out there. She told them that they gave her the tax advice, which wouldn't be right. If you're a lawyer, you should get tax advice from your tax officer. And also, like, if people know who your legal firm are, and you're going out saying I was given bad advice, that's just not very good for the firm. So of course they're going to try and defend their honour if that's not the case. Yeah, which they have done. And the fact that she opened up the door by saying that means they were in their rights to respond to that comment. They didn't give any further detail. Yes. But yeah. And also, Jeremy Corbyn said that she can join his party if. Well, there you go. You can have another defection by the end of the week. Do you think she would? No, I don't think so either. She's too powerful in Labour. She doesn't need to join your party. Yeah, which doesn't have a name. Does it have a name yet? Your party. Oh yeah, is it actually? Work in progress. Working title. I was like, I don't think so. It can't be. I think they should just call it Left. Or like Left the Room. Left the Party. Left the Party. Reform should be called Right. Right. If that's where we go. But they're not actually right. They're left and right. They're not really sure what they are. I know. A mixed bag. Mixed bag. Whatever gets the votes. Indeed. Anyway, we just thought we'd jump in with that interesting news stories. I mean, there'll be more. We'll keep you posted. Yes. Are you right? Bye, guys.